What was that like for you back then?
I needed a job. I've always taken any job anybody's ever offered me. So that was about it. Oprah.
Yeah. Were you also following, in Phil's footsteps? I think we all.
Oh no, Phil found me.
Phil found you.
Yes.
I think we all feel that Phil opened the door for us. Do we not?
Oh yeah.
Feel that? Do you feel that too, Geraldo?
Phil and Al Capone.
Yes.
My case.
Oh, that's right. That vault.
The vault.
The empty vault.
I was unemployable until they opened the empty vault. Then I had 22 job offers, and having been fired by ABC, I said I never wanted to work for someone else. So, following in your footsteps and Phil's, of course, I went into
So you were an award-winning journalist at the time. So what convinced you to step into this daytime realm?
Well, I got fired in 1985. That's what really did it. Then I was basically unemployed and unemployable. And someone said, hey, we got this. I was sailing with my family around the world. It was in the Panama Canal. Someone said, hey, we got this vault in Chicago if you want to come open it on live TV. And I said, how much? They said $25,000. I said, well, give me 50. And that'll cover my nut for 1 month.
You got $50,000 for opening that vault?
Yeah.
And it was out there?
It was the highest rated, still is, I think, highest rated syndicated special ever. But it was empty, and I was humiliated with my former colleagues. But I did have those job offers the next day. And the Tribune Company right here in Chicago said, why don't you have a talk show? And I took the plunge, and here.
How long did you do it?
11 years.
11 years.
Then I got out just as the Who's Your Baby's Daddy craze was hitting.
That's my least favorite show.
I had nothing. That's your least favorite show? Ricki, it was 1993, right?
I launched in 1993. I did the pilot.
And you were the youngest, right? You were the youngest talk show host.
When I started, and I literally would pretend to be Oprah. I would hold the mic and I would think, what would Oprah say? What would Oprah ask? And it's surreal. I also did my show for 11 years. And we did 2,100 shows. And I think, what set our show apart at the time was doing it from the younger person's perspective.
Yeah.
My mom thinks I dress like a tramp, for example, as opposed to the shows that you guys were doing where my daughter, I don't know what to do with my daughter. So we were always taking it from the younger person's voice.
Well, we all know, Phil and I were just talking about 26 years, 29 really, and my 25, and I know you were 17. Did it ever get to be a grind for you, Montel, or was every day?
Never, because a lot of people don't know, and if I find it kind of surprising today, I entered this fray coming off active duty in the military. And so what's so crazy about it is that I had a job that was no longer a military job.
Oh.
So I was happy that I started, and it was never a grind for me. I did 3,200 shows. I think we were one of those that averaged 8 guests a show. So I spoke to over 32,000 people, which is kind of crazy and never a grind.